Hi guys, so today we're going to be focusing on the spec paper 2022. We're doing just the video part. I've already uploaded the spreadsheet part, which I'll link at the end of the video and in the description. But basically this video task is 30 marks. To be honest, you can probably do it in a lot less. I'm starting this at 12:34, so I reckon I'll probably be done by in 20 minutes or so. So we can actually gain back some time as well. So, first things first, you will create a short video for the charity Planet Saviours. The original video clip was recorded by GBR Video in Aleneo, in the Philippines, and the audios are recorded by KMB Audio. Whenever they do something like this, it means that you're going to be putting in some credits later on, and you should include everything that it says there. You will get marks for it, I'm sure. And by the way, as I do this, I have not looked at the mark scheme yet. I'm trying to answer it in the exact same way that you guys would have done as well. So after this, you might want to go through, mark how I've done if you like, and then break me online if I haven't done quite as good as a teacher should. First things first, all video and audio clips produced must be of a professional standard. What does that really mean? It doesn't really mean anything. So let's move on. Open and examine the file s2waste.jpg. Remove all white space and some of the sky so that the image becomes that by that. The image must be edited without distortion and be used in your video. Okay, so I'm going to do this and focus on doing it in a way that every single program I use is free. So I'm only going to use for this whole thing Windows Movie Maker and Paint, trusty Paint. Okay, so first things first, I've got my files here. I'm literally just going to right click on this and press edit. That always opens it in Paint. I don't know if you knew that, top tip. Just going to zoom out a bit. And I'm not going to go too over the top about getting the image completely perfect here because we're going to resize it anyways. I'm literally just going to move that so it's up the top. It's a little bit jumpy because I've got a few things running. There we go. And I'm just going to resize the white so it goes to the edge like that. Now, to resize by pixels, you literally just click on resize, then you go to pixels, and I cannot remember for the life of me what the pixels were. What was it? 1648 by 927. Right, so you have to unselect maintain aspect ratio. Now, I mean, technically, if you change the ratio of it, it's distorted, but I think they mean so that you can see whether it's distorted or not. That doesn't look distorted to me, and obviously that's about the right ratio is what I'd expect. So we're going to rename it waste. Okay, so file, save as, waste. That's not the right folder. Oh, I wonder where I put it. Okay, yeah, cool. So we called it waste, and I'll put a little underline, Mr. A. Okay, so we've now saved that, and we can move on. Open and examine the s2 pipe.mp4. Identify the image ratio of this clip, remove the soundtrack from the clip, split the clip into 2 parts at 1 second. Okay, so let's load up Movie Maker. We can do everything we're about to do inside Movie Maker. I think, I haven't fully checked it, but... Okay, so now I get to go and find it again, there we go. Okay. So we're just waiting for it to import. Hopefully your computer's a little bit quicker than mine. I'm using a school computer, which you can imagine how powerful it is. So I think it says to split it at 1 second. First of all, remove the soundtrack. So let's go to edit, video volume. That's how simple it is. Don't overcomplicate anything. If you can do it in a way that's easy, do it in a way that's easy. Split the clip into 2 parts at 1 second. So make sure you've got exactly 1 second. You can drag like this, or you can go up here. Where is it? can't remember where it is. Okay. Am I being a fool? I think I might be being a fool. Oh, I had it. There we go. So I'm going to click split there. Now we've got two different video clips. Amazing. Remove the soundtrack, done that, 2 splits. Save the first part of the clip as pipe 2 and the second as pipe 4 in an appropriate file format. Okay, so let's save this one first. So what I'm going to do here is Control X, and I'm going to save this movie. Always go for high definition. Look, the size of your files doesn't really matter in this, unless they say export it for email or for use over the internet. And it told me to save it as pipe 2. This is how long it takes my computer to save 1 second video. Have I done 1 second video? I don't think I have. Okay, I think that saved 9 seconds of video because it took so long. So I'm just going to double check that. 26 megabytes sounds like it's probably going to be more than 1 second. And it is. So that didn't quite save right for me. So in fact, let's undo this. So now I've got 9 seconds, going to redo it, that's cut. I'm just going to delete that. Now I'm going to resave it. And this should save really, really quickly. Yeah, so you can see how that's much, much faster because it's only 1 second. Hoping that I can undo this. I can, so now I can delete that one. So all I did there was I pressed undo, it took me back, so now I've got the 8 second one instead of the 1 second, and I'm going to save this as pipe 4 underscore Mr. A. Pipe 4 underscore Mr. A. That's going to take a few seconds, so I'm going to go back to the question paper, extract the first frame from pipe 2 and save this with the file name pipe 1 in a format suitable. If we're extracting a frame, it means it's an image. So you can do all of that inside Movie Maker and it's really, really simple. So I'm going to reopen pipe 2 up. There we go. And so let's delete that. And I'm going to import pipe 2. And it says to screen grab the first image from this. So if you go to home and then you go to snapshot, it automatically saves it for you. So all of this is kind of easy marks. It's telling me to save it as file name pipe 1. Pipe 1, there we go. Extract the last frame from pipe 2 and save it as pipe 3. Okay. Why is that 8? Oh, okay, yeah. Pipe 3. That looks exactly the same to me. I just took a screen grab or a snapshot of the other snapshot, which was obviously so dumb. Okay, so let's put that side. There we go, and then I can go all the way to the end. Snapshot, save it over pipe 3. Cool. So, by the way, you'll always see all of my mistakes in all of these videos because I think if I make them, then you're likely to make them as well. So I always leave them in. So I might not seem as smooth as some people on the old YouTube, but at least you'll see some of the mistakes I made are probably the ones that you're going to make as well. So use the file stage in steps 1 to 3 to create a video clip to match this storyboard. What that means is just copy the instructions exactly. All text must be displayed in a consistent sans serif font. If you are unsure about what a sans serif font is, that's my email, it's brilliant. There's actually some really, really useful posters that if you print out just once, you will never ever forget. So sans serif is without the flicks. Oh, There used to be a really good one, maybe I'll attach it to the bottom of this video. So sans serif is without the little flicks like Times New Roman, kind of like the text they're using here, and serif has got all the curvy fun stuff on it. Okay, so what we're saying is use the same font throughout. Do not use transitions unless instructed to do so. Time 0 seconds, background image pipe 1 displayed. That's my pipe 1, that's displayed, okay. The text, save the planet, placed as a title with appropriate transition in the top right corner. Okay, so let's add some text. No, not a title, caption, sorry. Okay. Save the planet, yeah. Okay, that's already in sans serif font. And it said to put it at the top right. Can't really see that, so it's not really maybe the best colour. Let's make it a little bit bigger. Bold it. And is that everything? As a title, an appropriate transition in the top right corner. When it says appropriate transition, I would assume it's talking about the text. I'm just going to have it sort of fly up. At the moment, top right corner at 7 seconds, I think it's default 7 seconds, it is. So the title and text and background remain with the text from mankind added below the title. This has got 3 dots in it. If it's in bold like that, it means add the 3 dots. So just make sure it's exactly the same. Add it below the title. Okay, so at 7 seconds, we're going to copy and paste, and then you'll see that we've got 2 different ones. On the second one, this one only needs to last for 3 seconds because the next part is at 10. So now we've got this image on the screen for 10 seconds. Yeah. So I'm going to copy and I'm going to paste the save the planet, but I'm going to remove the animation on it. Because I just want it to stay still. I'm also going to make sure that it only goes on for 3 seconds. There you go, you can see it ends at the correct place now. I'm just going to make sure this starts at the right time, it does. So now I've got save the planet up here, and what I'm going to do is in the same bit of text, I'm just going to go from humans, from mankind. Always double check. Okay. So, at 10 seconds, no text is displayed. Video clip pipe 2 starts. Audio clip S2 voice.mp3 starts. Okay. So that goes to there. We've already got the clip starting, but unfortunately we don't have the sound, so we're going to import that. Add music, and S2 voice. Okay, I want that to begin there. I want that to begin there. Okay, at the moment it looks like we've been asked to edit the voice. We haven't, have we? It looks like there's no sound on it for a little bit. Okay, doesn't say anything to do, so we're just going to move on. Time 11 seconds, background image pipe 3 is displayed. I've already got pipe 3 displayed. It's around 11 seconds. 10. Doesn't look very smooth, hang on. It doesn't actually look like the final clip, so I'm just going to redo that snapshot. And delete that one. Okay, so that should basically look like it's frozen. I guess because of the aspect ratio, it's kind of zooming out of it. So I'm going to go around this. And
animals have adapted to human waste dump.
The audio, and do this slightly differently. So I've got that clip saved already, as pipe 2. I'm just going to open it in VLC and literally print screen it at the end. I won't fade that bit. God damn it. Take snapshot, perfect. So I think that's taking a snapshot. Let's just see if that's... Where's that saved in? This is not going well, is it? Take snapshot. So then what's it done with it? Where has it saved it? What? Okay. The bottom thing's gone, so I'm just going to quickly use that. I mean, this is obviously not the ideal way of doing it. So I've just literally cut that, pasted it, and now I'm going to save it over pipe 2, and it will automatically reinsert it, or sorry, pipe 3 in the correct place. So hopefully within this, is that better now? No. Terrible. Right, so let's remove that and retry. Okay. Okay. Zooming out because it's not giving us the same aspect ratio. So this is like widescreen and moving, whereas this one's just a stock image, so it's quite a jarring difference. But I don't want to spend too long on that because it's going to be worth 1 mark. So anyway, let's move on. At 15 seconds, video clip pipe 3 starts, which means that this is there for 4 seconds, so duration 4. And then at the end of it, at 15 seconds, which is what we're on, we input pipe 4. Yeah. Question paper. And at 23 seconds, a 2-second animation effect to introduce the image waste. Keep clicking the wrong buttons. Here we go. So now we're going to import the image waste. There we go. And then it wants there to be a transition over 2 seconds. So that's going to apply to all of them. We just want to apply it to this one. And I don't know, it doesn't really say what it wants you to do, so I'm going to go for this funky one. You can then change the duration, which it says for 2 seconds. It did also say at 23 the image should be there. Yeah, so that transition eats into the time of the other video, so at 23 seconds is roughly when that new image starts. Okay, set a black background, display appropriate credits to scroll up the left half of the screen, including the text edited by. Okay, this is what I was talking about at the start. It says display appropriate credits to scroll up the left half of the screen. So, everything they put up here, where it says who it's created by, you need to put inside the credits part. That's the only reason that's there, to be honest. So I'm actually going to put this side by side so that I can type it a little bit easier. And then I'm just going to make sure the credits go at the end. Set a black background. I think it's black by default. Credits at 28 seconds. So I actually need to make my image a little bit shorter because it goes in for 28.47. So I'm just going to go for 6.53. There we go, and that brings us exactly to 28. Set a black background, so if I go to credits. Okay, and I'll scroll up the left half of the screen. So, okay, so I'm going to put all of these guys first. Left half of the screen. Credits. And it says, for the charity Planet Saviours, recorded by GBR Video, located in Alineo, Philippines. Audio by KMB Audio, and then it finally said at the very bottom, edited by Mr. A, that's me, your center number and stuff like that, center number, blah blah blah. It then says, let's just make sure I've got all of that in the credits. Okay, export your video in MP4 format as my video, followed by your center number and candidate number. Cool. Now, luckily enough, Movie Maker saves automatically as MP4, so I can go, keep clicking that one, I can go to Save Movie for high definition, and I'm going to save it as my video, creative, Mr. A, and then you would have center number, can number, which I don't. So, press save. That's going to take a few seconds to sort of run through it all. I'm just going to pause it until it finishes that. Okay, so we're at 99%, 100. That's now exported. Always press open folder, always make sure it plays. Please don't lose 30 marks in the exam because it doesn't work. Please also make sure you press save video and not save project as, because I will personally, whether you're my student or not, come and find you. Okay, so let's just make sure this all runs through. Look at that, beautiful. Save the planet. Sans serif font, scrolls up to the right. Save the planet from mankind.
Some animals have adapted to human waste dumped into the oceans, like this fish living in an old metal pipe. But for others, the future looks bleak.
Okay, so our video works. Let's just make sure the credits are there. They're all on the left half of the screen. They scroll up and it's got everything, all of the information that I could possibly have. Now, those not very eagle-eyed viewers would have spotted that I probably lost marks
to human waste dumped into the oceans, like this fish
for that little pause screen there. It's not very smooth. Obviously there's a difference between the screen grab and the end of the first video clip. That's probably only worth 1 or 2 marks. I wouldn't fret about it too much, to be totally honest. If you wanted to do that, you'd have to go and change the pixels. The way that you would do that is you would make them exactly the same as the other video, which was, where is it? 1648 by 927. 1648 by 927. Okay, there we go. Now I just save that. It will resave it over and it should update in here. And now it should be a lot smoother. Still not perfect. Maybe I'm just being a bit over the top. But yeah, anyway. So that's it, guys. I hope that helped. If you can spot that I've lost marks or anything like that, or you go through the mark scheme and you want to tell me a better way of doing things, please comment, let me know. Other than that, good luck. See you later.